In progress.
Okay, cool. Quickly tell me if you are able to hear me clearly. Give me a thumbs up if you are able to hear me clearly and see me clearly so that I know that you are able to see me absolutely fine. Yeah. And before we start, let's utilize the initial 2 minutes. Drop in the comments your name and your job profile. I want to know what kind of audience we have today so that I can accordingly set my examples. Drop in your names and your job profiles, please. I want to know what kind of jobs you are doing, what kind of profile you are coming from. Please drop in your name and your job profile, please. So we have Shweta Shukla, who is Director of HR, Vikrant, who is a brand management, who is into brand management, Raina Gupta, you are a French teacher, Kajal, Assistant Professor of Management, okay, Gina, you are artist working as a teacher, okay, Vivek, you are in learning and development, Neeta, uh, Kirti, psychologist, okay, Sanvi, you are a student, Aisha, you are a mental health facilitator, okay, Rajina, you are an educator. Tasneem, you are a drama instructor. Interesting. Deepa, you are into science teaching. Nirala, you are also into teaching. Someone is in hotel management. Swati, who is into research and development and social research for social development. Okay. Nupur, you are into academic coordinator. Um, Ekta, you are an early year educator. Deepa is working for non-profit organizations as OD consultant. Okay. Arya, you are a spiritual mentor. Nice, super cool. Keep on writing, folks. I'm quickly reading. Oh, and now it's super quick. You are Rucha from Delhi. You are working in the development sector. Sorry if I'm missing your names because now I see there are too many chats. Of course, when you are chatting, you are only chatting with me. You won't be able to see others chat. I've kept it as you can chat with hosts. Priya, you are into special education. Vinita, you are into color therapy. Okay. Um, Kajal is saying this content is huge and I want to know how Sketchnote. Yeah, I'll tell you this. This is why this workshop is there. Sarita, you are into MEL manager. I don't know what is MEL. If you can drop it in the chat, please. Yeah, please keep adding. Let me just quickly drop in a message. Okay. Okay, cool. I think we are on time and now let's start. Quickly, Partho, you are into leadership coach and HR domain. Okay. Human resource, Kiran. And Sarita, you are into monitoring, evaluation, and oh yeah, so that is MEL, monitoring, evaluation, and learning manager. Okay, super cool. I'm super happy to see you all here. Let me quickly share my screen as well. Let me know when you are able to see my screen. Okay. Uh, Give me a quick thumbs up if you are able to see my screen. Yeah, you are all able to see my screen. Now, before we even start the workshop, I have two requests to all of you. First of all, this is not a lecture kind of a workshop. We will be hardcore drawing together, hands-on workshop. And so you have to carry 5, 6 white sheets and one black sketch pen or a marker. Give me two thumbs ups if you have both these with you. White sheets and black sketch pen. Do you have this with you? Give me a quick thumbs up. Yes, I see a lot of thumbs up here. And if you are joining from phone, please switch to your laptops because I'll be asking you to scan some codes today as templates. So your phone has to be free. Please join from your laptop. Can you drop in the chat saying laptop so I know that you are from laptop? Drop in the chat laptop, please. LP, right? LP in the chat so that I know that you are from laptop. Okay. Kiran, Swati, Ni, Rucha. Yeah, super nice. People who are on laptop will be benefiting the most from this workshop. So without wasting any time, let's start the workshop today. There are some ground rules of this workshop. These are the ground rules. Number one is this is a, oh, okay, let me use my pointer here. So this will help me. So the first one is that this is a hands-on workshop. So don't just listen to me, draw with me, and I'll of course tell you when to draw. So keep your pens and paper ready with you. For your questions, keep noting down your questions. It's important that you keep noting down your questions and I'll answer your questions at the end so that I don't break the flow of this workshop. Okay. But keep noting down your questions. I will not go from here till I answer all your questions. So keep noting down your questions and I'll ask you to drop your questions in the chat and you can ask me. And there is a big gift waiting for you at the end. So please stick to me till the end. And I promise you, this will be one of the most unique workshops you have ever attended right from the Corona days. This is my big promise to you. So this will be a well utilized time of around 2 hours for you. Stick around. And of course, there'll be a big gift waiting for you at the end, right? So that's our scope of this training. I clearly want to establish the scope of this training so that you know whether this training is for you or not. If this that doesn't align, you can still leave from this workshop. So that's the skill, that's the scope of this training. The first one is I'll be telling you the first milestone we'll be achieving is I'll be telling you the possibilities of visual facilitation at work, in your trainings, in your meetings, and in your business. So that we'll be spending some time here. And then, of course, we will be doing hands-on drawing, hands-on templates. I'll be teaching you in various scenarios. And the third one is, of course, your gift. And that's the goal which we are trying to achieve. The goal is how visual facilitation techniques work in your trainings and meetings and how it can help build a personal brand. So that's an extension to this workshop in which I'll also be teaching you how you can use some of the skills in building your personal brand, right? Now, if this is what you are here for, then drop in the comments I am in so that I know that this aligns with your aim of today's workshop. If this is not your aim, you can leave this workshop. Drop in the chat if you are in, right? I am in. Yeah, you are in. So that's the scope. So we both are together in this scope and I'm glad that this is matching your scope. Now let's start quickly. What is visual facilitation? This word might be a little new to you. Most of you might be knowing what is facilitation. So facilitation is when you are called, let's say in a corporate or maybe you are organizing a problem solving session, and that is called as facilitation in which you are facilitating to achieve an aim. You are facilitating your audience to achieve an aim. Now, what is visual facilitation? Visual facilitation is when you are communicating in your session and solving problems with visual techniques. That is what is called as visual facilitation. Let me give you a quick visual cue for this. Now, a typical training and meetings, and you can all imagine for your own trainings and meetings as well. This is the scenario as soon as you open your PowerPoints. How many of you have seen this kind of meeting? Give me a quick thumbs up. You all have seen this kind of meeting. I'm not saying that this is your meeting, but you might have attended this kind of meeting or you might have seen this kind of meeting. Give me a quick thumbs up. Yes. And now the aim is that your typical training rooms change into a visual facilitation experience, which means look at this. Let me zoom in your some photos and imagine your training rooms being converted into these kind of facilitation spaces. So once again, so imagine that you are using a lot of white sheets and not PowerPoints and engaging your members on the sheet. Similarly, these are some of the photos from my workshop. Imagine that you have these whiteboards and you are completely conducting your trainings and meetings on whiteboards. And similarly this, of course, we use a lot of post-its, drawings on the post-its, gamification, and today I'll be exposing you to all these techniques today. right? These are some of the pictures when you engage your students, and these are some of the pictures from my India workshops. So imagine your audience is able to sketch note or storyboard like this all their important fundamentals, right? So this is code rituals. This is how retail helps the company. Helps the company. French Revolution. She is a teacher. So all the educators coming today, this you can all convert your lessons into visual storyboards. Similarly, how Diageo, analytic data and analytics. All these are so. This is basically a language which you will be learning, and you can convert all your content, all your training modules into storyboards and sketch notes, and then gamify it as well. And we will be digging down deeper into each section. The aim. So what is my vision? Why I'm doing this webinar for you, and that too a free webinar for you? Because I have a vision to make 10,000 visual coaches, which means if you are an NLP trainer, can you be a visual NLP coach? If you are a posh trainer, can you be a visual posh coach? If you are an image consultant, can you be a visual consultant? If you are a teacher, can you be a visual educator? The aim is that, imagine if a company wants to call you, I want the companies not to call trainers, but to call visual facilitators, because visuals are more engaging. And that's the community I'm building. And all the people who are in our community are visual coaches. And the whole aim is that you build your niche, your personal branding as a visual coach. How many of you think that this is a vision which is worth living? Write VF as visual facilitator in the comment if you are aligned with this thought that visual facilitation looks better than just trainings. Drop in the chat as VF. That's my only way of communicating to you folks. So please engage with me on chats. That's the way I know that you are with me and whatever I'm telling you is going in your brains. I already see a lot of VFs here, right? And especially if you are a trainer or a coach, you all have experienced this. I'm also pretty sure that maybe you have attended some of the trainings or maybe some videos you have seen, especially people from Europe or US. You might have seen they using flip charts and whiteboards, and you might have some point of time imagined that, hey, why are we not doing this? And that's the exact workshop you are attending today. And that's what I want to enable you. Now, when I'm talking of visual facilitation, what does a visual facilitator do? Let's check out in detail. The first is this: a visual facilitator uses flip charts and whiteboards and not PowerPoints, because PowerPoints have already gone as to the level we are using chat GPTs and the AIs. PowerPoints have already gone in our blind spot. As soon as somebody opens a PowerPoint, and that too those boxes, those Arial fonts, people are already going to sleep because they know that you have done just a 5-second job. You have just downloaded or just instructed chat GPT, and human beings do not want to see automated content. How many of you agree with me that as soon as, not only in trainings, but even if you are scrolling Instagram, and as soon as you see that perfect graphic, take example of the Ghibli art which we are doing now. Are you checking out Ghibli art now? Because now you already know that this is created by chat GPT or an AI, and human beings do not want to see AI. You are now fixated on those reels which are hand drawn reels in which somebody is explaining you on a whiteboard. How many of you agree with me? I already see thumbs ups coming up. And that's the whole point. If you don't know what is flip charts are basically these kind of big charts which trainers and facilitators use. And I'm pretty sure you have seen these in your training rooms, but might not have used it. So this could be a paper flip chart like this, which are long sheets. Yeah. And you communicate and with your quick drawings, and we'll be practicing these drawings today. Or this could also be these kind of whiteboard. So I use this when I give online trainings as well. So I use 2-3 methods. One is this whiteboard, then these are flip charts, and today I'll be drawing on the screen as well, like right now how I am drawing in front of you. Understand? So flip charts and whiteboards. The second thing what a visual facilitator does is explains concepts using sketch notes, and that's what is called as sketchnoting. And you can explain all your concepts or the training modules which you are conducting, your meeting agendas, in sketchnoted format. Not only this, you'll be able to take summaries if you are going to a conference or if you are going to a meeting room. You can take your summaries and you can prepare your content in a sketchnoted format. The third one is the most important one, and this is called as storyboarding, in which you are converting your content, your business information, in the format of storyboards. And I'll show you examples. Not only this kind of example, I have some movie examples as well, and you will love it. And the third is, and the fourth is when you are converting your problems into a game. So are you gamifying your problems? So if you have, let's say, for example, a conflict problem in your company, are you projecting a PowerPoint and giving them lectures what to do? Or you are engaging them in games and then making them learn that skill? That's the whole point of gamification. A quick example to understand is, how many of you have heard of the game Monopoly? Give me a quick thumbs up if you have heard of the game Monopoly. Monopoly, have you heard? Yeah. Now, if I ask you what is Monopoly, what does Monopoly teach you? Take 2 seconds to think. What does Monopoly teaches you? Now, Monopoly, a person who has developed Monopoly must have thought that there is a need to teach kids how to use money, how to spend money, how to save money. And then that person created a game out of it. Now, the same philosophy I have used here to convert um, all your major problems in the form of games. And I'll be telling you in detail about this. Is this perspective clear to all? These four items are clear to all. What does a visual facilitator do? Sketchnoting, so communicating using visuals, sketchnoting, storyboarding, and gameplays. These are the major activities what a visual facilitator does. Try to imagine how much of a visual facilitator are you, or how much are you not, and you will be able to judge better when we complete all these. So I have told you that this is how a visual facilitator does his job or her job. Now, what is the magic formula of visual facilitation? What are the skills you need to learn to achieve this goal? There are three magic formulas of visual facilitation, and that's this one. So, what is this? Visual facilitation basically includes these three major skills, and that's when you become a visual facilitator, right? What are these three skills? The first is your sketch note mastery, which means visualization. Are you able to convert all your business jargons? Whatever you want to communicate, can you communicate in quick drawings? Call it doodling, call it drawing. I call it sketch note. I call it metaphors, visual vocabulary. That is called as sketch note mastery. Now, a quick example, if I have to give you, imagine that you are learning a new language, let's say the language of my country here in Netherlands, Dutch language. Now, if you have to learn Dutch language, what will be your day one learning? Think about it. What will be your day one learning? Your day one learning will be learning the vocabulary of that language, learning words. And that is what is called as visual vocabulary. And today we'll be practicing this visual vocabulary as well. So can you draw your customers? Can you draw customer centricity? Can you draw negotiation? Can you draw all the jargons which you are using at your work visually? The second is storyboarding. Let's take another example, the same example of learning a new language, Dutch language. Now imagine that if you have learned the vocabulary on day one, what will you learn on day two? On day two, you will be making some sentences. Hey, my name is Piyush. I want to go to buy a bread. I want to know the direction. All those things, right? You are making sentences. And that is what is called as storyboarding. You will be combining these visual vocabularies and making a bigger story. And today also we'll be practicing this. The third is, again taking the example of Dutch language. You have learned the vocabulary, you have learned making sentences. The third day, probably you will start to find a job or maybe start a business. Basically means you will be working with teams, you will be working with people. And that is where you will be doing facilitation gameplays, in which you will be engaging your audience, you're engaging your team in a gameplay. That is called as collaboration. So here you can see these two covers communication, and this covers your problem solving. And that's what I told you what visual facilitation is. Visual facilitation is about communication and problem solving. Is this clear to you? Give me a thumbs up if this journey is clear to you, how to become a visual facilitator. Sketchnote mastery, visual business storytelling mastery, and facilitation gameplay mastery. These are the three major skills which you need to learn to become a visual facilitator. Yes, all good? Yes, you are understanding? Yes, I already see some thumbs up. So let's see each and every example in detail. Let's cover the first one, which is called as business sketch notes. Now, what are business sketch notes? Business sketch notes are basically this. And these are all live examples which I'm showing it to you. In one of this kind of workshop, one of my mentorship participant attended and she made a sketch noted summary like this. Now imagine if you are taking a workshop. I'm already sure that many of you are taking notes right now, and most of you are taking notes in a sentence format, writing fast paragraphs, writing word to word what I'm saying. That's what we have been trained as, right, in schools, unfortunately. But imagine that you can take visual notes like this. So this is how my workshops are sketch noted by my students, or for that matter, any other workshop which you are attending. Let me show you other examples as well here. Um, Check this out, where this person is taking a live sketch note of a conference, and that is called as sketchnoting. Similarly, imagine your notebooks being written like this. Now keep imagining your own niche in which you are working. If you are an educator, imagine that your kids in this classroom are taking visual notes like this, or for that matter, you are teaching using visual notes. If you are a manager, imagine that when you're conducting a meeting, your audience is able to take notes like this, or maybe you are able to take notes like this in a conference or a meeting. Let me show you more examples here. This is when I was conducting a workshop in Amsterdam on how to run Facebook ads. How to run Facebook ads to conduct your trainings. And this is the 10-day roadmap of how to run a Facebook ad. And here you can see this was my only sheet on which I was drawing. No PowerPoint, nothing. So this was a 3-hour workshop. And as the um, workshop continued, I kept on filling the sketch note. And this is how your presentations. How many of you, I want to know, want to give presentations like this? Write me in the chat, and I want to know whether you are excited for it, whether you have seen something like this. Write me, yeah, that you are able to make presentations like this on white sheets and not on PowerPoints. I already see, and of course, because you are coming from that kind of profile, I'm almost sure that you want to. I'm almost sure you want to use that whiteboard, your flip charts, which is hanging there, which has never been used in your training rooms. Similarly, when you gain more experience, you become a professional graphic recorder, which means a graphic recorder is someone who can record this live. So imagine there is a TED talk going on, or maybe even any conference going on, and you are able to take visual summary like this, or for example, like this. This is also one of the examples where I was taking a workshop and the live summary was taken like this. Here is an example from a posh trainer who was mentioning posh training importance using a sketch noted chart like this. Here is an example of resource constraint in which she made resource constraints. What are the resource constraints she is facing at work? Are you developing a perspective? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say here? That this is what is called as visual communication. Yes. So without wasting any time, I'm not a lover of lectures. I don't like giving lectures. I want hands-on practice. Are you ready to draw now with me? If you are ready, drop in the comments. I am ready. I am R, right? I am R. So I know that you are ready. Pick up your papers and sketch pens and let's start drawing today. Pavitra is saying I am R. Nupur, I am R. Folks, drop in the comments. I don't want you to sit idle here. If I am energetic, I want you to be energetic as well. So drop in the comments, please. IMR, IMR. Yes, fantastic. Let's start with this, folks. Take a blank sheet. Now, you will be amazed how this kind of sketch noting is so simple. And I'm almost sure that you will be thinking, my God, why did not somebody teach me like this before? Because I know what your drawing teachers have taught you, and I'll ask you later. Okay, pick up your markers and let's start drawing. I'll be drawing on this. All your drawings, first of all, starts with drawing some geometries. Can you all draw a square for me? draw a square for me, and draw a rectangle for me, and draw a triangle also for me. Now, whatever you are drawing, see that you are not drawing something like this. What is the difference between the first one and the second one? What is the difference? The difference is that you are keeping an open end here, and this always happens when you are drawing too fast, because you are thinking in your mind that drawing is a silly thing. Let me do it very quickly. While if you have to write a letter to your director or to your HR, you will be writing absolutely slowly in a good handwriting, right? And that's the perspective change. You are now making business communication, and that's why take half a second more, take 1 second more, and draw slowly so that your ends are meeting. So when you are drawing a circle, try to draw a circle so that the ends are meeting. Similarly, when you are drawing an oval, see that your ends are meeting. Don't keep open ends. Yes, are you all able to draw these geometries? Square, rectangle, triangle, circle, and oval. Are you all able to? Similarly, you can draw some trapeziums as well here. Don't worry if it is not looking a perfect trapezium. Perfection is the biggest killer when you are learning visual facilitation. So don't go for perfection. Your circle should be just circular enough. Your oval should be just oval enough. Now, if you are able to draw these geometries, let's see if you are able to draw some icons using that or not. So, if can I draw a laptop? Can I draw a laptop from this geometry? Now, you tell me whether this is looking like a laptop or not. Draw a rectangle. This is not looking like a laptop right now. So, what I should draw? I will draw another trapezium as the keyboard, and then draw a couple of lines here or 3 lines and then crisscross. This becomes the keyboard. Maybe I can draw one more internal monitor. Is this looking like a laptop? Give me some thumbs ups if this is looking like a laptop. And are you also able to draw the laptop? Yeah. Now mobile phones. Can I similarly draw some mobile phones? How can I draw mobile phone? Let me start with drawing a rectangle. Now, this might not be looking like a mobile phone right now because I'm missing out the obvious features. What are the obvious features? Maybe a mobile phone should have a screen. So that's another rectangle. A mobile phone should have a circle here because we all love iPhones. And then a small line here. Is this looking like a mobile phone? Give me a thumbs up. Yes? See how we are using geometries to draw all this. Let me draw a trophy as well here. How can you draw a trophy? How can you draw a trophy? A trophy is nothing but half oval, a straight line, another straight line, and one more straight line. This is right now looking like a wine glass, most probably. How can I convert it into a trophy? Draw two curved handles and one more on the top and then one dot. Is this looking like a trophy? Yes. See, I am not going, and whatever I have told you, the 3 levels of visual facilitation, sketch notes, storytelling, and gameplays, I never go out of geometries. It's always done with geometries, and that's why this is a very simplistic form of communication. See how we are breaking down icons into geometrical figures. A quick pencil, for example. A quick pencil. How can you draw a pencil? A pencil is nothing but a combination of a rectangle, a triangle, and half oval, and then straight line. And that's your pencil. Yes. Now let's come to the second level. We have drawn laptops, but why would you draw a laptop, a mobile phone, a trophy, or a pencil at work? What is the meaning of this? Because these are all tangible objects. These are the objects which you can touch and feel, but our business communication, our business jargons are always intangible in nature. Now, can somebody type in the comments what are the metaphors? Or let me do the first one here. Laptop. Do you think laptop is the metaphor of digital? When you want to communicate digital, or when you want to communicate IT, information technology, or for example, you want to communicate work from home. These are the metaphors of a laptop. Similarly, drop in the comments. I want to read your comments. What are the metaphors of mobile phone? Drop in the comments, folks. What is the metaphor of mobile phones? What is coming to your mind? Let me read. Somebody is saying chat for mobile phone, app development, fast communication, connection, addiction. Somebody is saying, okay, nice. Srishti is saying gamification. Now you have to think very obvious. Yeah, people play games on mobile phones as well. Communication and connection. I take communication and connection here. So connection and communication. These are the obvious metaphor of a mobile phone. And similarly, drop in the comments for trophy. What do you think is trophy stands for? Winning mindset. Somebody is saying yes. Victory, winning, success, reward. All these things are your trophy. The trophy is the metaphor of all these things. Achievement, appreciation, winner, triumph, goal. Absolutely, bang on. Did you understand? So this is about iconology. So we have learned icons to draw using geometries. Let's move to the second level here. Can I draw a human figure as well? Because when we start drawing humans, we add more emotions to it. Now, how can we draw a human in a geometrical format? A human is nothing but a oval, a half oval, which is the torso, and then two legs, which are two straight lines, and then two hands coming out of the shoulder. This is a basic human being made of four geometries. First is the oval, second is the torso, which is the half oval, the third is the straight line, which is the leg, and fourth is also straight lines, which are hands. And that's it. Of course, you can draw eyes and mouth, but those are all the details, which is not the scope of this workshop. But this is a basic human being. Now, if this is the basic human being, you can convert this into a lot of postures here. How can I draw a running human being? A running human being always tilts forward, and when the person runs, the legs are bent. See that I am using the same geometry, but now I am just turning the limbs and the center of gravity or the center line. This is a running person, right? So we can convert this into a lot of postures, and more postures means you can communicate much more. Yes, so I can convert this into a manager. How can I convert this into a manager? A perfect and ideal manager is who lifts his team. Yep. How many of you agree that this is a manager? Or it should be opposite? People should lift the manager or manager should lift people? In many companies, this is opposite, yes? An ideal manager is this who lifts people. And see, slowly I'm coming into the business jargons. So if you have learned how to draw human beings, let's see and learn how to draw some of the major stakeholders in business. Now, who is the most important person in business? Write in the comment. I want to know what you think. Most important person in business. Who is the most important person, folks? Let me read what you say. Somebody saying my boss. Okay. Somebody saying me. But most of you are saying customer. A customer is the most important person. And now if I ask you, customer, what is that one line which is coming in your brain, in your mind? Who is a customer? What is that one line which is coming in your brain? Let me check. Customer is a what? Customer is who? Customer is a king. Customer is always a king, and that's why that becomes your visual vocabulary to draw a customer. Always draw a half oval and don't draw a full oval because he is a king, and king always wears a crown. And this becomes your customer. Customer is the most important person in your business hierarchy, and that's why the customer will have a power pose. Power pose means hands on the waist, and that becomes your customer. If you are carrying your highlighters, you can also give a quick shadow with your highlighter. But don't go in details. This is how we give a quick shadow to give a 3D effect. That becomes your customer. So now this becomes the vocabulary of a customer. Now see how you can make so many other vocabularies. Is your company talking about customer first? Have you heard of this word or this phrase, customer first? How many of you have heard of this phrase? Write yes in the chat. You have heard customer first? So you already know how to draw customer. Let's quickly draw a customer. So that's my customer. Customer is a king, and we already know how to draw a customer. Now, if this is a customer, I want to draw customer first. So how can I draw first now? First is the metaphor or the icon of first is this. How many of you recognize this? Do you think this is customer first? Similarly, if I have to draw customer centricity, what does customer centricity means? Customer centricity means that customer is your focus. Every decision of your company is taken around the customer. So again, the same thing. I know how to draw a customer. I never change my vocabulary of a customer, because if you don't change the spelling of the customer, why should I change the vocabulary of a customer? And that is where we are building visual vocabulary. And that is why I always tell in my workshops, this is not you are not learning something which is creative. This is not art. This is not creativity. We are learning hardcore business communication. So this is a customer, and centricity means business. The customer is in the center of all decisions. So the customer is the center of my HR decisions. The customer of the is the center of my, let's say, logistics decisions. I'm pretty sure you are drawing much more better than me because I'm using mouse right now. Logistics, whatever the spelling is. So customer is the center of my decision making. Take 15 seconds to draw this. I don't want to rush. Everyone is able to draw. Give me a quick thumbs up. Am I too fast or too slow? You are able to draw? Take 10 more seconds to complete this. Okay, so this is customer centricity. Who is the second most important? I want to know who is the second most important person or the stakeholder in your company. The second most important is your team or employees, because if there are no employees, then who will serve the client? So how will you draw a team? A team is basically drawn by drawing quick ovals like this and then give them some heads. And that's your team. And they are all excited. A team always remains together, and this is how you make them together, by drawing them in a ring. That's your team. As simple as that. Right? Now, we have learned how to draw a team. We have learned how to draw a customer. We have also learned to draw some of the icons here. Now, let's see. Imagine that you are a project manager, or let's say you are into agile way of working, or you are delivering maybe a product after running a sprint or something. This is called as product delivery. So product delivery. Now with this, we have learned this for the last 10 minutes. Let's see if we can draw something around product delivery. So I want to ask you, who delivers a product? Who delivers a product? Most often you will answer, a team develops a product. Yes. To whom a product is delivered? Of course, to a customer. And what is delivered? Of course, the product is delivered or a service. Yes. Now, I can easily see that if you would be presenting this, you will be making 3 boxes, right? In your PowerPoints. And then this is what you will be presenting to your clients or maybe whoever you want to. These are the 3 boxes, and that's what we learned. But can we convert this into a sketch note story? So a team basically, see this, if I can convert this into a visual storyboard or call it a sketch note, this is my team, right? And only an excited team can deliver things. So this is my team. They have delivered a product, and how they are delivered, I'm using a metaphor of a assembly line. So this is my assembly line, and my product is basically a product is always shown as a gift box. So this is my gift box, and it is coming super fast. Product is being delivered to whom? A customer. So this is my customer. And when the customer sees his product, he's super happy. And then he wants the product now. Look at this, how we have visualized a product delivery. And that's only, we are not even going deeper right now. These are just the touch points here. I'll show you what are the possibilities here, what you can do. Imagine you are giving kudos, you are giving compliments to your employees. For example, right now, if I pick up this post-it, imagine a quick post-it like this, if you can stick to somebody's laptop as a kudo. Are you able to draw this? Give me a quick thumbs up so that I can move ahead. Are you all able to draw these examples? Take 15 seconds. Or take a quick picture if you want to draw it a little later. Yes, all good. Shall I proceed? So this is a quick example of how everything starts from geometry, and then you are reaching to a level of making your business vocabularies. These are all business vocabularies which we have learned here. And of course, I have authored a book here, which is 100 drawings on business sketch notes. And this has all the possibilities of these jargons. Right? It will be soon available on our website and on Amazon as well. But that's how you develop your visual vocabulary. So this is basically group dynamics, for example. Okay. So that was the basics of visual business sketchnoting. Now, I hope that you are all in the WhatsApp group, because this is the WhatsApp group of visual facilitator from across the world, and these are all very senior people. If you wish, you can join this group so that you can all learn in this group as well. And of course, this group is free. I can share the link of this group already with you. So here I am copying this and sharing it in the chat. You can browse it in your so WhatsApp group. Yep. Or you can scan from your phones and then join the group. Let me know if this is working. Give me a quick thumbs up if you are able to join the group. Give me quick thumbs up, folks, if you are able to join if you are able to scan this code. Yes, I've also shared the link with you. Now, I was telling you about the kudos, that you can draw some kudos as well. Of course, we have limited time today, but you can check all the kudos which our mentorship cohort is making. Try to scan this code and let me open this for you. So if you open this, I'll again give you opportunity to scan. We have a LinkedIn group which you can also join. That's also for free, and you will see what people are making in our mentorship program. So this is how people are making kudos. For example, Swati has made a kudos on great leaders don't just praise, they shape us with feedback. And that's the one which she made for her coach. Similarly, Neha has made your leadership lights the way for many, and so on and so forth. Thank you for solving it fast. She has made it for her vendor. Imagine people can appreciate their vendors as well, who are making great products for them. So please join this and you will be able to see this post. And of course, you can join this group Visual Facilitation Hub for free as well. And we already have many members and you can learn from them as well. And they keep posting on what they make. Yes, so your choice. You can still scan this code and one second. Yeah, you can still scan this code. Let me go to the code part and you will be able to I'm waiting here for 5 seconds, and you can scan the code and click on join the group so that you are in that group and you never miss any post. All good? Yes, shall I proceed? Now, I have already started the content, and many of you might be thinking, Piyush, we don't know you. So whenever I give workshop, I am the least priority, folks. My content is the priority. I thought let's start the content first, but I'll just spend around let's say 2 minutes on my introduction. So my introduction, I am known as Curious Piyush on internet, on Instagram or on LinkedIn. You can find with the name Curious Piyush. I'm from Netherlands, and I am the visual facilitation coach and founder of Visual Thinking School Netherlands. That's our training company through which we give trainings to the organizations, and we empower them, the trainers, the coaches, and the managers with visual facilitation skills. And this is our community, which I'll be showing you in detail towards the end. This is our community, which you can also join, where you will be finding it's a private Facebook or a LinkedIn kind of a community in which you can join other Facebook, other visual facilitators as well. This is a quick visual resume. Now, you are already learning. Try always to make a visual resume of your own self as well. Whenever you are giving trainings, whenever you are conducting meetings, try to introduce yourself with a visual resume. I'm pretty sure you have all seen those Word document resumes. This is a visual resume. This is the this is something what I do. The outside part is what I do for my work, and the inside part is what I do for my own happiness. So I am a growth marketer as well. I run digital marketing campaigns for companies. I go in companies for team performance sessions, because that's the facilitation part, co-creation sessions, change management, because communication plays a very important part in change. And what better communication than visual communication? I empower people to use visuals at work and make work overall more fun. The inside part is what I use for my own happiness. I do Krav Maga, which is an Israeli fight skill, like what Taekwondo is to Korea. Similarly, Krav Maga is to Israel. I love traveling. Spending family is a very important part of my life. Being an Indian family is very important, and that's why I keep coming to India as well. I love giving trainings and teachings, and that's why I'm in front of you doing this workshop, teaching you the basics of visual facilitation. I do acro yoga, which is acrobatics mixed with yoga, and a bit of pole dancing as well, which is more like a pole workout. That's my quick visual resume. Um, Regarding my work, I have trained more than 165 top-notch companies. When I say top-notch companies, I mean it. The companies like BCG's, Deloitte's, Hero Motors, Abbott, JP Morgan Chase, KPMG, name it, and I have delivered training in these companies. Why top notch? Because these are the companies who already recognize the power of visuals. And that's how this will trickle down to mid-sized companies as well in future. This is a very, very new skill. Probably we are 40 to 45 people in this whole world who are giving trainings, and I have dedicated this training to India, because me being an Indian, I know that many things which are developed in Western countries, they take a long time to reach India. How many of you agree with me that things reach Asian countries because of the price parity? They reach so late that almost things die down, and that's why I take this responsibility to teach you this so that you are also at par. And of course, price is not a factor. Yeah, and that's why you are getting introduced to this concept. These are some of the pictures of my corporate workshops which I've taken. So this is from Netherlands. This is also from one of the workshops in Netherlands. This was Bangalore, by the way. So some of you who are joining from Bangalore's, um, yeah, you can recognize this is at BCG. These are all corporate workshops where people learn storyboarding and sketchnoting, right? So product launch map and all this. This was a quick bit about me, and now let's go to the second part, which is storytelling. Before, I want to know, is this clear to you, folks? I don't want to go ahead if this is not clear to you. Is business sketch note clear to you? If this is clear, write in the chat BS. Write in the chat BS, so I know that you are thorough with what business sketch note is. Yes, I already see a lot of messages coming in. Somebody saying, I love it. I understand. Okay, cool. Let's go to the business storytelling part. let's go to the business storytelling part. What is this? Now, business story, call it storytelling or call it storyboarding. Before that, I want to ask you, how many of you have seen this kind of presentations? How many of you have seen this kind of presentations? Give me a quick thumbs up. I want thumbs up, folks. Don't sit idle. I'm putting a lot of energy and I want your energy as well. If you are not energetic, you will not learn. I'm telling you point blank. So this is a typical presentation which we keep seeing day in and day out in our corporate. Yes. What if I tell you that this can be converted into a storyboard? Now, first of all, examine this presentation. What is in this presentation? Try to read this presentation. Try to read this presentation. What is this presentation trying to say? This is about a typical project kickoff, and the only way to visualize is the flow charts. That's what we have been told, right? In our corporates, or let's say in our colleges, that flow chart boxes are the only visual methods which we have. So this is, and unfortunately, this is already called as a visual slide. But if I change this and if I ask you, what do you remember from that slide? Probably you will say, Piyush, I remember the colorful boxes. I remember the flow chart. And that's it. You still don't remember the content of that sheet because this is not a story, and human beings are designed to grasp things in stories. So if this is project kickoff, then what can be a storyboard of project kickoff? How many of you want to see the storyboard? Drop in the comment yes. I won't let you sleep, folks. I'm telling you. Drop in the comment yes if you want to see how this slide can be storyboarded. Drop in the comment. I'm waiting for your comments. Drop in the comments. I want to see at least 100 comments here. All those who are attending, drop in the comment yes. Rucha is saying this is very interesting. The storyboard format of a project kickoff is a rocket launch, which means, see what are the modalities here. This is talking about project purpose, goals and objectives, team members, project risk, project scope, deliverables, stakeholders. Can it be a story of a rocket launch? In this rocket is your project plan. The stakeholders is the IT team which is waiting on Earth. Project scope is this fuel, how much fuel you have. Goals and objective is the moon. The project risk is the meteorite. The project members are the pilots. I have taken this creative liberty to put the pilots on top of the rocket. And the flag in their hand is the project purpose. I am again moving up, and now I am asking you, tell me, what do you remember from that slide? And see that automatic a story is getting built in your mind. Oh, Piyush told me that was the story of a rocket. And now naturally you are making a story of a rocket. Rocket goes to moon. Rocket has a problem, which is meteorite. People are waiting for the rocket. Who are they? They are stakeholders. The fuel is basically the scope. The goal is the moon. Is it happening in your brain? Is it happening? Yes or no, folks? You're automatically making a story. So you don't have to mug up this. You don't have to cram this. This is a story already built in your brain. Yes? Let's check out one of the examples here. How many of you, again, if I ask you to draw or to make a problem solution slide, this could be a sales presentation, or maybe you are giving a training presentation that this is the problem in your company and that's the solution I'm bringing. A typical problem solution slide is made like this. Yes or no? We all make problem solution slides like this? Yes? Shall we make a storyboard right now and draw? All of us can draw a storyboard. Do you want to draw a storyboard? I want you again to write in the comments. I want to draw. IWD, right? IWD. I want to draw right now. I want to draw a storyboard. Yes. So let's draw a storyboard. See what are the modalities here. This is talking about a problem. This is talking about a solution. Can I draw a storyboard around it and still make it more fun? So let's draw a storyboard. I want to draw, let's say, two buildings. And these are my two buildings. And imagine this is your business presentation. Imagine like how I am drawing on a white sheet, you can also draw on your Zoom meetings. Or if in real, you can pick up this kind of flip chart and draw on the flip chart. And there is a problem here. So what is the problem here? I am developing a problem, and the problem is that somebody is hanging. And because you already have learned sketch notes, and if you practice more, you will be able to draw this super quickly. So this is a hanging person. Is this person in problem, folks? This is a hanging person. Who is he? He is your beneficiary, your client, and he is in a great problem. Can I increase the problem here? Can I increase the problem? The problem is this. What should I make? What should I make under his, between the buildings? Flood like situation. This is water. What can I put in the water to make the situation more dramatic? Absolutely dramatic. What should I put? Somebody saying, you guys are so cruel. You are putting crocodile there. Shark, crocodile. Oh my God. Let's put a crocodile. A crocodile is nothing but a half oval, a straight line, and then a triangle, and then make a lot of triangles, and this becomes your crocodile. This is not a competition of art, folks. This is just basic visualization. Somebody saying boat solution. Yes, that's also possible. A lot of solutions. In fact, right now, what is behind me is a cliff passing solution. But wait for it. So this is your crocodile. But there is a big mistake here, folks. What is the big mistake? That's your problem, by the way. So this is where you will be mentioning your problem. And 1, 2, 3. Similarly, your beneficiaries, this could be your, let's say you are benefiting the sales team of a company, or maybe the operations team of a company. This is your problem. The big mistake about this drawing is that if a crocodile is below you, your legs will not be like this. Your legs will be like this. Yes or no? Do you agree that if the crocodile is there, your legs will be like this? And now let's draw the solution. People are already laughing. That's what a visual brings on the table. When you make your audience laugh is when they are engaged. And it's very important to bring in fun element in your trainings, and visualization helps you do. Basically, this is basically you. Is my audio working? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Okay. So this is basically you. This is basically you who is pulling them off, or this could be your company who you are representing. Imagine that you are from, let's say, Infosys, and you are giving a presentation to a client. This is Infosys. Now, see that whenever there is a presentation, there will be a lot of different vendors who will be presenting. Now, they will all be presenting like this. And most of the time, the content is also the same. Now, see the impact which you will be making here. In fact, one of our programs is called as the 4 napkin pitch. Imagine that you are sitting on a dinner table, and then you can pitch someone using a napkin, with a pen and a napkin in hand. That's how handy you should be. Drawing is an instinct, folks. Just that nobody has taught you how to channelize your drawings in making a business presentation. I am taking 10 seconds for you to all to draw this. Draw this, please. I am waiting for 10 seconds.
This is a typical slide of your problem solution in which you are writing your problem, your beneficiaries, and your solution. Take a picture or draw this right now. Keep noting down your questions. I'll be taking your questions at the end. Yes, done? All done? Give me a thumbs up if you are done. See this. You can already pre-prepare your slides like this. So this is another example of a storyboard of problem solution. This is another example in which there are two trees and then you are crossing a tree and there is a problem like crocodile, and this can be your slide. Similarly, this is a situation which we have created inspired by your Mario game. These are all the cues which we take because this is already in your brain, in your childhood brain. So Mario, in which this is the challenge, which is a pitfall. This is um, a castle, which is the ideal future. The logs are the bridge, which is basically your support or solution. And this is your team. Your purpose is the flag they are carrying. The tools is basically this this tool trolley. Yes. So that's the bridging the gap landscape. The same I have explained it here as well. This was during a workshop. Understood, folks? Take a picture if you wish to. Let me show you more examples here. You all have, how many of you have heard of this smart chart? Have you heard of smart chart? Give me a thumbs up if you have heard of smart chart. Can smart chart be converted into a storyboard? Look at this. So can a smart chart, can a boxed smart chart like this, boxing box, can it be converted into a story of a voyage in which this is a boat? The map is basically the specific, you have to be specific. The sun is the time bound. You have to reach to the island in time bound. The boys in the measurable thing, M stands for measurable. Relevant is you have to be relevant for the solution, which is water, and achievable is the mast, because this will take you to the island. Let's take an example of the six thinking hats. How many of you have heard of six thinking hats? How many of you have heard of six thinking hats, folks? Now, the full, if you even go on Google, for example, Google six thinking hats, the whole of Google will be full of these slides. Can you see here? These are all basically box slides. There is not even one story in this. All six thinking hat is basically hats. It still invites cramming. Can we convert it into a story? The six thinking hat is nothing but a story of the living room storyboard, in which we have converted the hats into living room furnitures. The red is basically the sofa, which is all about feelings and emotions because you sit with your spouse and partners there. The white center board, the center table, is the facts and information. The blue clock is about process and control. The green pot is about creativity. The black chair is about judgment because black is the color for judgment. And the yellow lamp is about optimism and benefits. That's what these hats talk about. But this hat, you will forget. You will forget what were these hats because this is cramming. But now you will remember the storyboard of living room, because automatically this living room is in your mind. You will talk about sofa, chair, white center table, and all these, and we have converted into a storyboard. Let me share one of my favorite ones, and I am almost sure that you will be wowed. Have you heard of pestle analysis? Have you heard of pestle analysis, folks? What is pestle analysis? Pestel. Pestle analysis is basically a model in which you open your business, or maybe if you are expanding your business, you can do pestle analysis, which means analyze a political situation of that geography, economic situation, socio-political situation, technological situation, environmental situation, and legal situation. And the model says that if you analyze these six aspects, then your pestle analysis is done and you will be able to take a decision whether you want to go in that geography or not. Can we convert this into a storyboard? How many of you want to see a storyboard of this? And trust me, You will be wowed. This is my best one. What is the storyboard? Can I convert this pestle analysis into the story of Gabbar, Sholay movie? What was the aim of Gabbar, folks? The aim of Gabbar was to capture Ramgarh, yes or no? So don't you think if pestle analysis is that good a tool, don't you think Gabbar must have used pestle analysis? How did Gabbar use pestle analysis? Gabbar did a Reiki from the Kali Pahadi, the back of Kali Pahadi. And Gabbar saw that the P political situation was controlled by Thakur. Gabbar saw that the economic condition of Ramgarh was not that good because people were riding horse carts. There were no IT companies, there was no Infosys in Ramgarh. The social condition was that people were playing Holi. Do you remember the Holi scene? So he understood that it will be hard to break the political bond, the social bond. Technological situation he analyzed because Jay and Viru were on the bike. That means Ramgarh understood how to make motors or engines. At least they understood the engine level. He saw people doing farming. That means the environmental situation. And he saw the weak legal system because of this jailer Saab, the comedian jailer Saab. All these all these modalities, pistol made Gabbar to start thinking of capturing Ramgarh. How is this, folks? If you loved it, drop in the chat Sholay. Sholay. If you loved it, drop in the chat Sholay. Pavitra is saying fantabulous. And for that matter, if this can be converted into Sholay movie, don't you think that the whole of your business deck can be converted into Sholay movie? And that's how you become a cool manager. You become an easy manager. You are communicating hardcore business stuff, but still in a fun way, and that too in a more visualized way. Can I convert my pestle analysis, KPI chart, project plan, agenda map, roadmaps, problem solution chart, timeline, process, funnels, comparison chart, customer journey map, all these in Sholay examples, in Sholay storyboard? And that's how we do it. I'm just giving you a quick clue. This is how we first make the sketch notes of all the important elements of the movie. So Basanti's dance, Radha's support, Gabbar's threat, Jailer Saab, Jay's decision making. You remember how Jay was making decisions by tossing a coin, that biased coin. Thakur's hand distance, all these, and then we start converting them into these kind of storyboards. But of course, we have to respect time, not that time to go in details, but this is what I wanted to give you a perspective. Yes, all cool. Shall we move ahead? Are you bored or you still want to go ahead? Drop in the comment if you still want to go ahead, right ahead, or if you are bored, right bored. And of course, if you are bored, you can leave the workshop. People are saying Dil Mange more. Yes, I told you this is a 2 hour workshop, folks. So I expect that you have taken your 2 hours time fixed. Harshita is saying, looking forward to what additional fun is stored. Okay, so this is about the two aspects, the sketchnote part and the storyboarding part. Let's come to the third aspect, which I told you was the facilitation gameplay. What is facilitation gameplay? Facilitation gameplay is basically when you can convert your problems into games. So we have, and games basically have a storyboard, elements of the games. Like take example of Ludo. What is Ludo? Ludo is basically a storyboard. There is a printed board. Then there are dices, which are the elements. And then there are rules of the board, rules of the game. Similarly, we convert every situation into a game. For example, this was an effort impact matrix converted into a board game of cooking. And this is how we play games when we put it on post-its. We draw on post-its and we put it on post-its. And there are 100 more ways to gamify things. I'm just giving you a very quick perspective of this, how the pictures look like. This is a sailboat game which we are playing. Similarly, this was a feedback game in which we are playing this game. How did I feel and all those things. How this is done basically. Now imagine that you have these kind of situations, and these are, I have just pointed out very common situations in a typical meeting room or a typical corporate. So you might be facing a problem of bandwidth overload, right? We keep on talking about this, and that's why the managers keep taking meetings on this bandwidth overload, which means you have too many priorities and not much focus. Execution freeze, recurring fire drills, change aversion, decision bottleneck, meeting gridlock, feedback evasion, matrix obsession, cultural blind spot. What is cultural blind spot? In which you are thinking that every solution is just one size fit all. Accent biases. This happens in very many multinational companies in which you are judging professions by how someone is speaking or from where he belongs to, what country he belongs. These are all typical problems. And that's when people are calling coaches and trainers like you. So maybe if they have gender problems, they are calling posh trainer. And then every trainer uses these kind of mental models. Six thinking hats, head and heart chart, smart chart, design thinking chart, probably, which is discover, define, develop, deliver, Kanban chart if you are an agile coach or a scrum master, customer journey mapping if you are a product manager, Moscow chart, why, how, what chart, and all those are models. So what we do, we convert them into storyboards as I have shown you. So storyboards like this, which I have shown you already. The KPI chart being converted into this kind of a storyboard. And once this is converted into a storyboard, one second, once this is converted into a storyboard, we, yeah, so first of all, we choose which are the models which we want. And that means you need to know a lot of models. So let's say we have chosen 5 or 6 models. We convert all those 5, 6 models into different storyboards. And with the storyboards, we fix some game rules. And that, of course, you have to learn what are the game rules to play that game, and that's when the whole game is played. We have done, I have made a complete video on one of the retrospective games which you can watch right now, not right now but later on. Check, scan this code, and I'm also sharing this on your so this is for corporates, and similarly, things can be done for your classes, for your classrooms, where you can gamify your subjects, your topics. So open this link. I'm sharing this in your chat. So this is a retrospective game. This is a retrospective game, and if you open this, this will open. This was a small podcast which I did. So this is a Sail, Storm, and Shine retrospective gameplay, and you will see how this game is played using this.
Maybe writing few words and then putting on the 1 and 2 is for shine. Now each and one.
Yeah, I'm not playing it right now, but of course you can check this out in your free time. Take a picture of this and maybe scan it right now and uh, bookmark this on your phone or something. Are you able to scan this? Give me a thumbs up if you're able to scan this. Right? Okay. Let's let me tell you a quick icebreaker game which you can all play with your team. How many of you want to learn this game, a visual game? Write icebreaker in your chat so I know that you are still excited. Wow, we have still 100% attendance after 1 hour. Nice. Write in the chat icebreaker. I want to learn. Folks, write icebreaker or write IB so that I know you are still excited to learn the icebreaker. That too a visual icebreaker. So one of the games is this, folks. Give on your board, imagine that you are the trainer and a coach. You are standing in front of them. Now what you can do is make this grid in front of everyone. Make this grid and divide this grid into parts according to the number of participants you have, and keep this grid and this grid for yourself. Okay, I mean this for yourself. And now name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on how many participants you have. Okay, so see what I'm doing. I'm gamifying an icebreaker. So, oh no, this is your sheet. Okay, now imagine that you have people sitting in your room. So people sitting in your room, on the table, right? And imagine everyone has a sheet. Give them a A4 sheet, everyone. Okay, and they have to draw, of course, something. So also give them numbers. So this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4. So basically what you're doing, you're giving them a number. Every person has a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's what every person will be doing. So what you will be doing is, now in number 1, here, draw any object. For example, maybe you can draw a lamp. So draw a lamp, or any other example, any other icon you can draw. And here, draw another one. Maybe I can draw a shoe. Some random object, make it more as crazy as possible. So this is basically a shoe. Yes. And now give them 2 minutes. Give them 2 minutes. And now every one of them separately on their own sheets, on their own drawing sheets, they have to combine the lamp and the shoe to draw a new object. And this game is called as new product development. So they are all now, as a thinker, as a creative person, they have to now combine the lamp and the shoe and draw it. And after 2 minutes, give them full 2 minutes to think and draw. And then if you have a small team, then give them a 30-second time for each of them to give you a product pitch, that what they have created. And let it be very dramatic. Tell them that they have to be very dramatic in explaining that this is my product, that's the problem it is solving. That's a new product development game. Did you like it? You want to try it? Let me give you 1 minute, because we don't have too much of time. I'm giving you 1 minute. All of you try to combine this lamp and shoe and make a new product. I'm giving you 1 minute. Make this and feel how it feels, what kind of emotions you go through. And that's the same emotions which your audience will also be going through. And after this exercise, we will be covering the brand building, how you can build your personal brand using this whole visual facilitation techniques. By the way, the WhatsApp group which you have already joined is a free for all WhatsApp group. You can comment there, you can share your pictures also there, but don't spam that group. Don't advertise your self promotions or something. If you advertise, your post, of course, will be taken out, and you will be also taken out from that group, because that group is of senior leaders. This is not a kids play. You have to be very serious on that group. Always share only your drawing, only your visual, only your exercises there. No spamming, no good morning, good night, and no religious posts, nothing. Are you able to draw? Have you all come up with a nice solution? It can be crazy. It need not be logical. So one of the solutions which I am coming up with, and right now I'm thinking, is maybe I can develop a shoe here, and people who are probably living in the areas where they don't have light post or lamps, then maybe the shoes can have a little lamp on top of them. The shoes can have a little lamp, and that's when you don't need torch. You can just walk on the road, and then the road starts lighting because of your shoes light. Can this be a solution? Need not be practical, need not be worth investment, but still it's a solution for your icebreaker, right? So you can combine something like this. And of course, the more weird object you will give, maybe draw a commode here and maybe draw something else here. And try to give crazy solutions. Try to take that risk. Understood, folks? So these were the exercises. I've just given you a quick teaser of what lies ahead of you. Let's go beyond, because today I have a huge value to give you, and I've decided that you must learn this. So I told you this is the scope of this training, in which I will be telling you about visual facilitation possibilities and we will be hands-on drawing. We have all done that. That means we have covered this. Now we will be covering how you can build your personal brand with sketchnoting. So now, of course, people who want to stay can stay back and you can learn personal branding as well. Those who want to learn still and those who are with me, write PB in the chat so that I know what kind of audience and how many I will be facing who will be learning the PB brand. Keep your questions, folks, all for the end. So I won't be able to read your questions. I'll be reading your questions only at the end. So keep your questions preserved till the end. Oh, wow. All of you are ready to learn PB as well, personal branding? Yes? Sure? Am I wasting your time? Take a call. You are all free to take a decision. My job is to give you the thorough training and establish you as a visual coach. Now, this is the complete mind map of building your personal brand as a visual coach. Your personal brand. Your personal brand, what it actually means is when people see you, when people see your name, that one thing should come in your mind. Now, from here on, whenever you will see my post on LinkedIn or on social media, or if you're connected with me on Instagram, whenever you will hear Curious Piyush, that one thing will come in your mind. Curious Piyush is equal to visual facilitation, because I am giving you a content. That means personal branding is basically the game of content. You might have heard of Ankur Wariko. Do you know Ankur Wariko personally? No, right? You have heard his content on YouTube or Instagram Reels or on LinkedIn. All those influencers which you know, they are all being an influencer because they have created a content. Even for that matter, celebrities. Celebrities have a personal brand because you have seen their content. If you see in that perspective, everything is about content. And which means, what are those contents which help you to build a personal brand? Let me take one by one. The first is your social media content, or for that matter, any content, even your training modules, your social media content, anything. Try to explain things, whatever you are explaining, not just by speaking, but by sketchnoting. And I'll show you other examples in which business leaders have already, who are in my mentorship program, they have already putting things on LinkedIn. I'll show you their live examples right now. So that's the content format. Explain everything. This can be called as explainers. So whenever you are explaining a topic, maybe you are a financial advisor, you are explaining them where to invest, explain them with sketch notes. Put your LinkedIn. Always communicate on LinkedIn through your sketch noted post, even as basic as giving kudos. Whenever you are giving compliments, example, let's say somebody has joined a new job, you all are writing on the chat, hey, congratulations, good job, this and that. Try to post a sketch noted post. Similarly, YouTube long form content, whenever you are making a video, try to make it in a sketch noted format. But sketch note means either you have this whiteboard kind of a thing, or if you don't have this whiteboard kind of a thing and you want to make it more techy, this can be a solution in which you are air sketch noting. Imagine you are sketch noting on your screen. This will give you a perspective. You can also build your courses. Some of you might be or giving out courses, your recorded courses. Can your recorded courses be not made in a boring PowerPoint way, but this is more raw, in which people are seeing you and you are drawing on the screen. It almost is almost like there's a camera and you are drawing on the camera. But of course, this is not practically possible, but this is how you can do it in a technical way. Publishing your book. Book establishes authority. I've already published 2 books and some of them are in the process of publishing. So, for example, this book, This is the book of motivational sketch quotes, and other books are also in the line. So can you publish your books? Can you make influencer content? So let's say Jay Shetty has told something. Can I sketch note his content and then tag him? This way you will make connections with influencers. Your personal branding also depends how many popular people know you. And this is because they have already made a popular content. Can you value add their content with a sketch note? This gives already your post a boost. And you can easily share this link with this person saying that, hey, I made a nice whiteboard video for you. Give it a check. And now, even if this person likes your post or comments on your post, you know what kind of impact it will make. Instagram reel format. Try to explain things on reel. We all know how important reels are. Short form content, short form videos. Take it YouTube shorts or LinkedIn shorts or Instagram shorts or Instagram reels. Explain things in a sketch note format. And of course, write blogs. And if your blogs are not just long posts, but if your blogs have visuals, it engages the audience more. I am reducing this. Take a picture if you wish to. These are all the ways in which you build personal brand, and in all the ways you can use sketch notes, and I'll be showing you examples right now. Yes? Shall we proceed? Okay. I'm just stopping my screen share and I'll be sharing it again. Give me just 1 second. Okay. Let's see some of the examples from the leaders who have created their personal brand. Check this out. So she is Jyotsna. She is one of our mentorship fellows. And now all her LinkedIn is so full of sketch notes. So for example, right now, if I go on LinkedIn and search Jyotsna, because I don't want to put it like something in air, but she is Jyotsna. And she is image consultant. And look what kind of posts she is making using sketch notes.
So not good enough. I can never do it right. No one likes me. What if I fail? These thoughts don't come from your truth. They come from comparison.
Yeah. So this is how you make sketch noted content. Let's see some other examples as well. She is Rupa. Rupa is a TEDx speaker, and recently when she took a TED talk, she used sketch notes. Now imagine the kind of impact she might have made. All others, she told that they were just using PowerPoint. Some of them were not even using PowerPoints. She was the only one who drew in front of all the audiences like this. Now try to think of the impact. She is also one of our mentorship fellows. Let's take example of Daniela. She's from Greece. And she is also our mentorship fellow, and she is making sketch notes on kudos notes. Look at the kudos which she has made. So for customers, for vendors, for boss, for colleagues, and for all other stakeholders. Let me show you one live example, which I'm very proud of. Now, you all know what is LinkedIn, and this is a post from LinkedIn News. Now, let me open the post right now, and I am also sharing this link with you. So this is the post, and let me share the link with you on your chat. So LinkedIn post. Now, she is Nilima. And look at this LinkedIn India, which has more than how many, what is the number here? This is 80 lakhs. 80 lakhs followers. They picked up Nilima's content. And who is Nilima? Nilima's content, and then they said, how do we approach work-life balance, and look at Nilima's post. This is the post they are talking about. Let me open this post here, this post. Let me open the post. They are talking about this post of Nilima in which she is talking about finding the balance, work-life balance, and she has made a sketch noted post. And it was picked up by LinkedIn India. Now, can you imagine the kind of personal brand, the impact? Even if you repost this saying that LinkedIn India picked my post, this creates a huge impact in your network. And that's the whole game of visualization. If you are explaining things in visuals, your post, and that too hand-drawn visuals, your post will capture eyeballs. And as I told you, our group is full of these kind of visual facilitators. Again, I am flashing this QR code of this LinkedIn group, which you can join for free and stay in touch with all those people who are in our mentorship program, because I always ask them to post their live drawings in that LinkedIn post. You still have the opportunity. I will not show it again. You still have this opportunity to scan this code. By the way, the name of this group is Visual Facilitation Hub, which you can also search Visual Facilitation Hub on LinkedIn. Cool. So from here on, the next 15 minutes, I'll be spending only on hardcore things, but only if you are very serious of becoming a visual coach. And before going ahead, I want to clearly tell you all the three basic things I've already communicated to you. Now, from here on, I'll be teaching something very serious, but only to those who are really excited to become a visual coach. If you are not excited to become a visual coach, don't waste your time. So that's it. This was the it for all the content. But if you are aiming by looking at all these, which I've told you, if you are serious about making your career as a visual coach, then be with me for the next 15 minutes. Drop in the chat VC visual coach, so I know how many of you are excited about the next 15 minutes. Drop in the chat VC, so I know that you are still with me. Visual coach, yeah, cool. I still see a lot of you. We seek visual coaches. Okay, nice. So what is this visual coaching, and how you can become a visual coach is through our mentorship program, which I have been telling you all this while, and I've been showing you examples of all the people who are changing their branding or establishing their personal brand as a visual coach. Now, what is this mentorship program? And I already told you I have a gift for you, so stay with me till the end. Now, this mentorship program has precisely 4 major goals. The first one is turning your drawing anxiety into communication strength. I know many of you think that you cannot draw, but even in this 1 hour, you have, at least you might have changed a little bit of your perspective that, oh my God, I can still draw, because the only drawing which you have been told, and promise me you will be answering this honestly. Think in your mind, if before attending this workshop, I would have asked you to draw something, what you would have drawn. Let me tell you what you would have drawn. And in fact, let me draw it for you and show it to you that what you would have drawn. You would have drawn you would have drawn two mountains, a sun, a road, and a hut. How many of you agree that this is the best drawing which you know? If anybody asks you to draw something, you will be drawing this. Am I right here? People are already sending me smileys. And that's the level of our visualization, because that's what our unfortunately drawing teachers have taught us in the school. Nobody taught us how to divert this drawing into communication. That's what you will be learning in this program. The second is how to monetize with visual facilitation. This is not just a learning program, but you will be starting your paid membership website also, in which you will be posting your sketch noted content, and which will be only for paid members. You will be starting your paid website. All the examples I've shown you, they have all started their paid membership website. You will be building your personal brand. When I say personal brand, it means that you will be getting messages from people that please tell us what do you offer, because you will be establishing your personal brand. And of course, you will be getting Sketchnote Mastery. And this membership program is in sync with AI. We'll be using a lot of AI tools to help you to brainstorm on ideas to the level that you will still be getting all the ideas how to draw. You just have to draw in front of people. That's it. These are the 4 precise mentorship goals. Let me quickly tell you what is the journey which all other mentors or mentees or fellows are going through. This journey is basically an 8-week mission, which is a 2-month mission in which we meet live. You will be meeting live with me for 2.5 hours. Sometimes it also goes to 3 hours. These are called as hackathons. Because these are sketch noted hackathons, we call it sketchathons. And these will be always on Monday at 8 p.m. India time. So these are your sketchathons at night after you have worked. I don't want to interrupt your work schedules, and that's why it's at night. But this will be when you will be drawing with me, and you will also be using a lot of apps. So this is not a training session. This is a hardcore hackathon session in which you will be doing things with me. Then I'll be giving you assignments. You have to do those assignments. And you will be facing trouble in that assignment. You will have doubts in that assignment. We will again have a 1 hour call on Thursday, 8 p.m. So that's your doubt clearing call. That's the journey, a 2 month journey of this mentorship program, right? 8 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 months, 8 weeks, and you can join anytime here. The way this program has been designed is an anytime entry where you can join anytime and you will still not miss anything. Let me tell you the best part. And some of you who have joined some coaching programs will realize the importance of this slide. This is a lifetime mentorship. I can challenge you. Not many coaches you have met who will give you a lifetime mentorship, which means if you have, let's say, missed out on one of the weeks of these 8 weeks, you can again start in the second round. You can again attend those weeks. You can attend those weeks which you have missed. Even you have attended all those weeks, you can still attend this because I keep changing examples in every round. And this goes on for a lifetime. If this point excited you folks, drop lifetime in the comment. I want to know how many of you really appreciate this effort from a trainer, that I'm ready to mentor you for a lifetime so that you don't miss anything. And it takes a lot of effort, folks. I'm telling you, it takes a lot of efforts to again ask you to keep coming back, coming back, coming back. But anyways, this is your lifetime mentorship, and that's why you are with me until your personal brand is created. And until all your doubts are clarified, you are with me. Let's cover some major milestones, what we'll be learning, and I'll be running this very quickly. So in week 1, what we do is your setup. That week 1 itself, we start setting up your website, your paid membership website. All your social channels will be setting up because this is a personal brand building exercise. I'll also be asking you to complete a very short video course, and you will be getting the certificate for that course. Then week 2 comes digital sketchnoting, in which I'll be telling you how to move beyond pen and paper and use digital medias, how to use which apps to use to draw using your mouse. Or if you have an iPad like this, which apps to use and how to use those your pens to draw. Not only that, if you don't have an iPad, if you don't want to use your laptop, I'll be teaching you how to draw on your mobile phones using your mobile screens. I'll be asking you to use a pen to use on your mobile phones. So that's called as digital sketchnoting. Let's move ahead. The week 3 is kudos sketchnotes, in which I'll be teaching you how to make kudos. I already showed you the LinkedIn post in which people are posting. So how can you draw kudos of all your stakeholders? It could be your clients, it could be your vendors, it could be your boss, it could be your trainer, it could be your colleagues. Week 4, we start very, very serious stuff. How you can publish your book. I will be giving you a AI generated formula by which you will be creating your book. And when I say book, it will not be a paragraph based book, a visual book. 100 chapters. You just have to sketch note on those chapters. I'll be telling you how to come up with the chapter names, how to come up with the book draft, and how to publish it on Amazon. I'll be actually showing you my KDP dashboard. Book publishing. I can tell you that this one thing itself is a course which people are offering. You are getting this as a part of this course. You will be learning how to make these kind of sketch noted stories and summaries. So long form sketch notes, how can we convert our long form sketch note, the long text, the long paragraphs, how we can convert into long form sketch notes. You will be learning air sketch noting, as I told you, drawing on top of your videos while you are in live when you are running the videos. How can you draw on top of your videos? You will be learning how to make reels. So if you go on my Instagram, Curious Piyush, Curious, Curious Piyush, Piyuesh, you will see a lot of my sketch noted reels. I'm just putting it here, Curious Piyush, if you wish to check this out. You will see how I make Instagram reels using these kind of sketch notes, and that I'll be teaching you. And the eighth week is about your whiteboard animations, which you can make for the influencer content. So this, for example, I've made it for Jay Shetty. All those big influencers, can you convert their podcasts into this? I've missed mentioning here, you will also be learning to make podcasts. So let's see, what does some people who have attended this program say about this program. He is Pierre Millet. He is the director plan and delivery of Friesland Campina Holland, which is the biggest dairy company here in Netherlands. Compare it to Amul in India, for example. He says, I never knew I could be doing business presentations using sketch notes, and that too in boardrooms. And of course, this is what he says. I don't want to read out my own tarif, but he says that I never knew I could be drawing, let alone expressing my thinking. Look at what Shikha Singh is sharing, and I am right now sharing this screenshot of their LinkedIn. So take a picture of these. These are real people. These are real people. You can go to their LinkedIn profiles and talk to them. Talk to them about the mentorship they are doing right now. Shikha Singh she says a training program that keeps you engaged on your toes. The facilitator Piyush brings immense energy and great sense of humor. You already know what you have consumed right now for 2 hours. Hardev Singh says, I want to extend my gratitude to Piyush for an exceptional training session. Check out he is a Six Sigma black belt. Payal, who is into BFSI sector, she says this, and she has also posted some of the pictures when I met her when I came to India. Nahuja, he is a senior manager. He says this, the class had continuous engagement, lots of interaction, fun-filled sessions, high energy training, and visual, very enthusiastic participants. Not only this, I want to invite you to check our Google reviews, and I just don't want to share a screenshot with you, but I actually want you to go on Google, check Visual Thinking School, Netherlands, and you will see these reviews. 584 reviews as of now and 4.9. And when you go in detail, you will check all those reviews. Now, if you are a trainer or a coach, you know what this kind of review means. 584 reviews, and that too, not even a single one or two or three. All five, and probably a couple of them are four. 4.9 is not a joke from 584 reviews. You already know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the summary, the feature of this program, and as I told you, I have a gift for you because I really want you to join this program. But listen to the program first. So these are the features. This is a 60-day brand building challenge. Every week, sketchathons, live from Netherlands, of course. Every week, there will be a Q&A session live with me. All the things will be taught to you with an AI assistant approach because the future is of AI. We cannot say no to AI. There'll be premium community access of our, which I'll be showing you at the end, the community which I have specially made for you. There'll be city group cohorts, which means you can meet people from your own city, do assignments with them in a cafe. That ways you also bond with people of the same community from the same city, and that we have taken care. Gamified learning, whatever activities you will be doing, you will be earning points. And from those points, you will be able to buy products from our website. So we have gamified your learning. You complete a course, you earn a certificate, you gain a point. You will be associated with accountability partners, which means there will be one partner of yours who will be taking care. You can mutually decide who will be your accountability partner, and both of you will be taking care of each other's assignments, because doing assignments is hugely important in this mentorship program. And of course, this is a lifetime mentorship. I have told you everything about the mentorship program. Of course, there is a price to everything. How many of you want to know the price of this mentorship program? Give me a thumbs up if you want to know the price of this mentorship program. I want to know if you are really interested to know at what price this comes. I see hands ups. I see thumbs ups. So the price of this mentorship program, which I've told you, features and everything, all these features on our website, this price is 980 euros, an Indian approximate of 95,000 rupees. But wait, I have some surprises for you. But I want to tell you that this is the worth, and I want you to realize this, that it takes a lot of efforts for me to sit here in Netherlands and still be excited to teach my home country. And that's why I'm doing this workshop for you, and that's why I have some surprises for you. But I want to know that on the website, if you go right now, the price is 980 euros, which is approximately 950, 95,000 rupees. But I always have a habit of adding more value, which you might have realized till now. I want to add this value on this webinar, which is not available on the website, is that I am adding these following things. I'm adding a course to this mentorship program, so that not only live, but you also have a recorded course with you, which you can watch on your own pace. Of course, the live sessions will also be recorded and the recordings will be shared with you. But this is a very systematic course which lies in front of you. In fact, let me show you why I'm just talking about it. I want to show you this course. So I'm talking about this course. When you log in, as soon as you go on, as soon as you get this mentorship program, you will be logged in. You will be automatically logged into our dashboard. This is a small Facebook website which we have created for ourselves. This is a private website, and this is the course I'm talking about, business sketch notes. And as soon as you go, this will be accessible to you. You will not be accessing the classroom sketchnote because that's not for this mentorship. Now this course has these chapters: introduction, drawing icons. So you will be drawing all the icons, basic geometry, icons, less is more, childhood memory, everything. Business icons, how to make business icons. Then human figures, you will be learning all these. So how to draw basic human drawings, gender, face features, turning faces, how to turn faces, live human face drawings, drawing professions, humans in actions, yoga poses, so that you learn how to draw everything. Business metaphors, how to draw customers, teams, managers, and other business metaphors. And of course, then there is a challenge which you have to finish to get your certificates. So that is the course which I'm talking about. This course already is a standalone course which is sold on our website, which I'm giving it for free to you. Right? Let me go back to the this thing. So this is the course, and then I'm adding a practice booklet as well here, which means you can download this and draw on this. I'll also show you how it looks like, but let me cover this. This is the practice booklet which I'm talking about. And with this, I'm also adding bunch of other products for you, so that you have all the support which you need, digital support and video support, along with the live sketchathons. So these are the business icon set. This has more than 1000 icons already designed for you, so that this becomes a drag and drop thing for you. I'll show you exactly what is this. 50 animated business metaphors. Imagine that your websites can have animations, and I'll show you right now. Look at this and I'll show you what it is. And business story templates, 10 business story templates, as we have learned one till now. This has 10 business story templates already ready for you. We have 50 sketchnote metaphors, all the digital sketchnotes. As I told you, this book has, for example, the same thing has been converted into digital drawings. These are all your drag and drop icons which you can use. I'll show you right now how it is. And another 15 sketchnote templates ready for you. All this is called as visual facilitation tools bundle, because this is your tools, this is your repository to present or to use it in your training sessions. Again, this is a total worth of $120, which I'm offering to you for free in this mentorship program, which means all this still comes to you at approximately 95,000 rupees. Let me show you what this is about, what these bundles are about. So when you go on this course, as soon as you go on this course, it will automatically open. Um, it will automatically, oh, this is download the practice. Let me open this chapter. And let me show you, I'm super proud of this facilitation tool bundle, and many people have come back to me talking about the use of these and how they have used it. Let me take 10 seconds to open this because it's a heavily loaded course. So introduction and download practice books. So once you open this chapter, you will be able to see these links, practice booklets and visual facilitation tool bundle. Open this and you will be getting access to all these 5 bundles. Now, let me show you these bundles. So imagine I'm talking about the animated bundles. So open this. Let me open in a new tab. Let me open in a new tab. Now open this, and this is what I'm talking about. All those sketch notes which we learned today, and of course much more. Imagine that your slides can have these kind of animations. Look at these. Do you think this will clearly uplift your presentations? When you can write, when you can drag and drop this action, achievement, acknowledgement, agility, achievement, all these business jargons are animated and available to you at a drag and drop. So you can just copy and then make more of them. Let me show you what are these story templates. Let me open these story templates. As we have learned one story template, I'm giving you 15 story templates for free. So all these story templates, and these are all drag and drop. So you can just pick them up and make copy more crocodiles if you have more problems. So all these are drag and drop. So you can make your digital presentations using that, right? And let me go back to the templates. Yes. And similarly, if you go to the practice booklet, if you open the practice booklet, this is your practice booklet. I don't want to hide anything from you. I don't want to keep anything hidden. In fact, that's why I'm opening these files in front of you and showing what you will get so that you are exactly knowing what you have for you. But wait for it. I have a surprise for you. Let this open and let me show you this. So this is the practice booklet in which you will be getting all these, and this is made in a way that you have to trace on it. So all these professions you will be tracing on it and learning, drawing people, what are the do's and don'ts, all these. This is a 25-pager booklet which you will be getting for in this package. So that's what I wanted to tell you. And where is my, yeah, so this is the one which I'm talking about, and this all comes in the same mentorship program. I want to know, in fact, I know that 95,000 is not a price for India, right? Of course, there's price parity. And of course, every country works in a different way. So I want to offer a better price for India. But please smile. I know listening to 95,000, you are all very sad. I know you all want that business facilitation tool bundle, but you were sad. Were you sad when I show that price? Yes or no? Write sad in the chat box so I know whether I'm able to read your emotions or not. You were sad when you saw the price. Arya is saying sad. Yes. I have a better price for India, folks. So what I'm doing is I'm reducing the whole 980 euros, which is around 95,000 rupees, to 29,400. I know 95,000 is not the price for India. The price parity is not set for India. This is the price, 29,400. Did I make you happy with this reduced price? Give me some thumbs ups. Give me some happy smileys if you are happy. If you're not happy, don't give me happy smileys. Did I make you a little happy with this? Okay. I have extra discount for you. But nothing comes for free, folks. And I'm telling you point blank, nothing comes for free. I am willing to give you an extra discount on this, but I want some promises from you. Are you ready to know the promise? Are you ready to see the promise to get this extra discount? These promises are this. So I want 3 mentorship commitments from you. If you are, because this is my way of filtering only serious people. I don't want time pass people here in my mentorship program. So this mentorship has 3 commitments. And listen to these commitments. I told you these are 2 weeks, 2 month. This is a 2-month program, which means 8 weeks. The first one, listen to this very carefully, folks. I want to know, will you be committed to building your personal brand for 2 months? So are you willing? These 2 months are with you. Are you willing to build your personal brand? Yes or no? Second, will you attend all my live mentorship calls? And if you miss it, maybe you will watch recordings, but either recordings or attend live mentorship calls for 2 months. Will you do that? Number two. Number three, will you complete all the weekly sketch note assignments which I give you for next 2 months? Tell me how many of you are committing to these three, 1, 2, 3 for next 2 months. Drop in the comment. Drop in the comment, write 1, 2, 3. Whatever is missing, if you see only you can do one, just write one. If you think you can do 1, 2, write 1, 2. If you can think you can do 1, 2, 3, write 1, 2, 3. Neha is saying 1, 2, 3. Suma is saying 1, 2, 3. Arham is saying 1, 2, 3. All. Why not all of you are saying 1, 2, 3, folks? What's stopping you to build your personal brand? I have not even told you the final price, but I'm just wanting your commitment. What is stopping you to not build your personal brand using Sketchnote? Let me ask you this now. I am giving you 6 months. So the assignments of 2 months, will you be able to finish in 6 months? Now say yes or no. I'm telling you, I don't want to keep anything unturned, any to make you learn this. I want to push down your throat this skill. Will you be able to? You can complete the assignments of 2 months, which means you have 3 opportunities. You have 3 cycles to be with me. 3 8-week program, and then you can complete these 6 months. Now write in the chat if you think you can do 1, 2, 3 or not. Thank you. Thank you. Your 1, 2, 3s are increasing. I'm giving you 6 months to complete this, and whoever is committing this 1, 2, 3 gets all this not in 29,400 but in 14,000 rupees, folks. In final 14,000 rupees. How many of you think this is worth the price? How many of you think this is fair price for an international lifetime mentorship? I'm trying my best. I know it takes a huge deal. I can still be here earning in euros. Money is not a problem at all here, but I'm still taking effort to go to India and teach you this skill. How many of you think this is fair price? And still I see that not many people are saying fair here. And this is actually not fair. Okay. Let me be a little more crazy. I want to know your price. What is your price which will make you happy to do this course? Tell me in the, don't say zero, please. I don't want to hear zero. Tell me your price which you think will make you comfortable, and I'll actually write this price right now. What is your price for this course which will make you happy? All the live sessions, the course, the whole bundles, everything. What will be your comfortable price? Write it handsomely. No sharam, no something, no embarrassment. Just write it. What will be your handsome price? Neha is saying 8,000. Deez is saying 5,000. Rohit is saying 6,000. Okay. Let me take a deep breath because something which I'll be offering, and that's why I told you I have a big, big, big gift for you. So what if I tell you that I am giving you this crazy webinar offer? And listen to this, hold your seats, because I'm pretty sure half of you will be jumping down or falling down. Crazy webinar offer. But as I told you, I only want serious people. And this is for the first 10 registrations. And if you are very sure that you want to do this. Now, the first 10 registrations, and before this webinar ends, which we have 15 minutes more. So in the next 15 minutes for the first 10 registrations, I am going to enroll you at, how about this? Give me some reactions. I want to enroll only first 10 registrations at zero cost. How many of you are in? I told you I won't leave any stone unturned. I want you to do this course. Now, I asked you your commitments. There is a commitment associated to it. So this is the final webinar offer. And stay back because this is only for first 10 people. I don't want many people here. I only want 10 serious people. This is a webinar offer, and look at this, all this which I've offered. So I don't want to go back to my commitment. I still stay with my commitment of offering this course, a booklet, all these tool bundles. You have to complete all the 60-day challenge in next 6 months. That's the commitment you all gave, yes? And that's the commitment I've taken from you. I only want you to complete these assignments, the 60 days assignments in 6 months. So 60 days in 3 cycles. I think this is good enough for time. And we will be charging you a small registration fees, and we will be refunding you 100% of your registration fees under complete and earn back. And that's why we have given this name, complete and earn back deal. If you complete all your assignments, in 6 months, we will be refunding you 100% of your registration amount, and the small amount which you have to pay is only applicable for the first 10 registrations in the next 15 minutes. And this is the price, 8,701. I have kept this price not as an earning module, but I want this price to be a price which is serious for you. I don't want to keep it as 2,000 or 3,000 because I know you will not be serious about it. 8,000 is a price which you will be serious about it. I know that. And I want you to be serious for the next 2 months and complete all these assignments and earn this back. And not only earn this back, but also establish your own payment website so that you start earning. We've still not given you the link for payment. I know you are all, how many of you are willing? Say yes, I am in. Say yes, I am in. Whoever is willing to participate in this deal. I'm reading the chats here. Yes, Yashvi is saying I am in. Swati is saying I am in. Sanvi is saying I am in. Ankita, you are saying I am in. And I am almost sure that you won't be hearing this kind of offer from any of the coaches or any of the online trainings globally available. Now, before I even share the link with you, because I know a lot of you will be jumping on this because you want to be in the first 10, but let me tell you what you have to do so that you don't panic in this situation. Now, as soon as I show you the QR code, you will be landing on this page. So as soon as you will be landing on this page, which is visualfacilitationhub.com/CEB, which is complete and earn back. Now, once you land on this page, listen to this, what you have to do so that you proceed thoroughly nicely. This will take around 10 seconds to open. So this is the price, and okay, so this I think I have made some mistake. This is the price which is updated here, but I'll be changing this right away. So don't mind, this will be 8,700. Now, once you go here, you will be clicking on add to cart. And once it gets clicked on add to cart, so yeah, this will be the one, and you don't have to apply any coupon offer because I've already applied the coupon here. You will just proceed to checkout. And once you proceed to checkout, you will be on the checkout page, and then you have to write your first name here, your last name here, and you will be getting an option of credit card and UPI payments. The easiest one for you will be UPI payments. I always recommend not to use credit cards on website, although our website is secured, but use UPI payment. It's easy for you. You have to write your address and all. And once you check mark on this as well, and once you place the order, you will directly land on our community page. So you will directly land on our this page which I have already shown you, and you will have access automatically to all these things. So go on courses and you will be able to check all your courses. In fact, on this at the end, I'll be showing you what all can you do in the community page. But give me 1 minute because I need to set the price. I don't know what has gone wrong, maybe because I'm using an auto conversion. So the dollar rate might have changed. So give me 15 seconds more. I mean, no, give me 30 seconds more. I'll be changing some things here, and I'll be sharing the QR code to you all. Give me just a few seconds. I am just making some changes here. Okay, 1 second. I'm almost there. I'm adjusting the dollar rate here. Yep. So I'm sharing my screen now, and here goes my screen. So cool. Now the price has been changed to 8,700. I don't want to charge extra to you. So this will be the price to you. If you again go back to the product, you will see that the price is changed to 8,700 now. So not 29,400, but 8,400, 8,700. And now I'll be sharing the QR code with you. So pay attention. Yep. So what I'll be doing here is this is it, folks. So it will be 8,701 or maybe, yeah, 8,700. Let me, yeah, this will be 8,700, and this is the QR code which you can scan. I'm also sharing this QR code. I mean, I'm also sharing, 1 second. I'm also sharing this link with you on the chat. So check out the chat. There'll be so HTTPS. That's the link for your this deal. And I'll also start a timer here because this is strictly for 15 minutes. So I'm starting a timer here, which is of 15 minutes. Okay. So here the timer has started. Give me some thumbs ups if you are all able to scan this QR code, or maybe check the link which I've